We're here in the grounds of the small Fincairn Reformed Presbyterian Church to my right, and we're here just outside Londonderry. We're here to find the final resting place of Jim Donaghy, and this is his final resting place here. And Jim Donaghy is commemorated here as James Donaghy MBE. He died the 9th of March 1992, aged 94 years. Also commemorated here is his wife, Maria Josephine Smiley Donaghy, and she passed away aged 98 in 1995. But the first burial in the grave was Robert William Noel Donaghy. He died on 4th May 1954. And you can see there's a number of other burials in here from 2008 and then 2010. So Jim Donaghy, he was one of 3 local men from this area, Fincairn, near the Fincairn Bridge, and not far from here outside Derry, who their memories of the war were recorded in a book called 3 Cheers for the Derrys. And James got his an MBE for the work that he did for other ex-servicemen. And recently, within the last number of years, then on the side of the family home, which is just over to your right here, it's now the church hall, there's a mural. So here we are on the side of the former family home of Corporal James, known as Jim Donaghy MBE, and he was serving with the 10th Royal Inniskilling Fusiliers, and this is his former family home on this site, 2 Fincairn Road at Drumahoe. There's a representation of Jim here in his army uniform from his time during the Great War, and then you can see then this mural has been erected relatively recently. You can see at the top in remembrance of all those who served at home and abroad, and then these are Jim's recollections of returning to Drumahoe here after his service in the Great War. So it's called Coming Back to Drumahoe. I arrived in Larne on the ferry from Scotland, and before I caught the train in Londonderry, I sent a telegram to my mother telling her I was on my way. When I arrived at the Waterside station, there was no one there to meet me, so I started my long walk to Drumahoe. As I walked down Daly's Brae in my uniform, someone must have spotted me in the distance. The bell of Clark's Mill at Drumahoe started to ring frantically as a signal to my mother that I was home. When I got home, the house was filled with my friends, relations and neighbours. They were overjoyed. Jim was home, it was over at last. So that was Corporal Jim Donaghy's recollections of returning from the Great War back home to Drumahoe here. And he lived, as was seen, to a grand old age before his relatively recent death. Jim Donaghy, MBE. So again, in Fincairn Reformed Presbyterian Church here, just outside Derry, then the final resting place of James Donaghy MBE.